And why do you need a breastplate? Because that's what's going to be under attack, probably more than almost anything else. Okay, you're going to have your heart attacked. And then you're going to have a heart attack. Okay, but you're going to have your heart attacked. Your emotions are going to be under attack. Things that are going to affect how you feel, or people are going to provoke feelings out of you, or you're going to be challenged emotionally by different things. And so you need to make sure that we have this in place. Where your treasure is, whatever treasure is, where that is, there your heart shall be. So now we're also understanding that we're looking to have our heart value things either here or there. So it's not so much about laying up the treasures, but what do you value? Do you value things below, or do you value things above? Do you value things that are earthly or heavenly? Fleshly or spiritual? So treasuring something means that you hold it in high value. You're holding it in high value. He says, don't do that. Don't lay your treasures up on the earth. He says, don't value the things here, value the things above. Because your heart. Now, what's the concern with your heart treasuring something? Because where the treasure is where your heart is, and where your heart is, then your behavior, actions, and all the other things come out of. He says, do not worry about your life. See, why do people worry? Because in the below, everybody worries. In the below, is there any lack in the above? Is there any lack in the below? Yes, okay, so see the difference? If you're focused on and you're connected to the above, there's never lack. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is taken care of. Maybe not the way you wanted it to, but it's taken care of. It's a below mindset. It's an earthly, fleshly mindset that causes us to worry. Because if you're in the above mindset, we know that all things work for the good. If you're in the above mindset, we know that there's nothing beyond his power, and that his arm is not too short, and nothing was outside of his abilities. We just read that in the Torah portion. Is there anything beyond his ability to do? I can do all things through. He says, so what I want you to do is I want you to seek first the authority of Elohim. I know it says the kingdom. So what does it mean, seek first the kingdom? Desire to be in it? No. Seek first his authority. And when you're under that authority, like we read in Deuteronomy and other places, that brings blessing. Okay? Blessing from coming under his authority. Seek first his authority and his righteousness. You can't have the breastplate of righteousness if you don't understand what it is that you're putting there. You got to seek first that righteousness, which means that in all situations you have to be asking the question, what is right according to him that I should be doing right now? Seek that first. Everything else will be added to you. And his ears are open to their prayers. I don't feel like Yahweh's hearing me. I don't know. Are you righteous? Are you making the effort to be righteous? I don't mean are you perfect, but I mean are you making the effort to be righteous? I just don't feel like he's hearing me. Well, maybe he's not. Or maybe you just don't feel it, but he is. We'd have to counsel, figure that out. But the first question would be, I wonder if there's things I'm doing that I need to stop doing or not doing that I need to start doing, which is why he's not listening to me right now. Look, it's just like, and this is on a very, simple level. When you come to us, Elder and I, and ask us, and even Rabbi Tom also, and you come and ask, and we give you counsel, and then you come back to us later, and we ask you the question, did you do what we counseled you to do? And you say, no, we're not going to listen to you at that point. We say, go do what we told you to do, and then come back when you have. We're not ready to listen to anymore. You are likely to. The armor doesn't keep you from suffering. The armor is going to keep you alive. The armor is going to lead to true life. It's going to protect your heart from what could get you into the real trouble. The armor is not there to keep you from suffering. If you had a full body armor on, a full plate armor on, and I came up to you and I'm smashing you and beating on you, but my blade is not getting through. You may suffer, you may get beat up and bruised, but you might not get killed. If the armor's doing its job, it's keeping that blade from cutting you. That doesn't mean you're not going to get knocked around, okay? Because what we want to protect is not this thing, this physical thing. We want to protect this thing, the mind and the heart. But when you talk about the elite military guys, they try to see how far they can push them and if they'll snap. Because they need to know under the most extreme circumstances, will they do what they were trained to do? And the only way to know what they're made out of is to push them to try to find their limits. And they push them real hard. I've spoken to a few special forces people and we heard about some of the training they did. There's some really nasty, tough stuff that they did to them. That being said, though, then if they graduate and pass through, the people who are in the hierarchy of the military say, I know what this guy's made out of. I know what he can handle. So guess what? If life is just a little breeze and just floating along, how does Yahweh have any idea what you're going to do when adversity comes into your life? But you should be prepared to give an answer. Not an answer like the detail of all the Torah observant rules and regulations, but to say as simply as, this is me walking out my own salvation in fear and trembling, and I believe that I shouldn't be doing this. Well, why? Because I believe that it comes from a place that is not of Yah. I believe that the holy days are what I need to be doing. And that's listed in Leviticus 23. I believe I shouldn't be eating that because that's listed here. I don't have to give you a full teaching. I just have to be able to defend that I believe he has placed in his word instruction not to do. And that's why I'm not doing it. And the armor is protecting you because you have built it and keep infusing it with your righteous behavior. Okay, think of it like, I just got this idea, all right? I went to a gym many years ago where they had the recumbent bikes. This gym was all powered by you, basically. So you rode the pedals of the bike, it turned on the screen on the bike, and it was connected to the internet. You could watch anything you wanted, but only while you were pedaling. So as long as you were pedaling, there was power to infuse into the machinery, okay? You stopped pedaling, it turned off. The armor, the breastplate of righteousness, is not there unless you empower it with righteous behavior, okay? The more righteous behavior you do, the stronger that armor is. As soon as you stop, the armor starts to weaken and disappear. Is life going to do like a boo and just, and you just flip out and run? Okay? When the going gets tough, okay, are you running or are you digging in and saying, I'm not going anywhere? All right? Okay, that going gets tough thing says, well, the tough get going. Well, no, the tough get dealing with doing what they need to do. But in your case, if it gets tough, are you just going to fold and run? Or are you going to say, no, I'm hanging in here. This is where it's supposed to be. Because do you even know why you're here? I don't even just mean here in Cleveland, but do you even know why you're here? Why he's called you to something? Do you not believe that he will do everything needed to get you there, provided you do your part? Well, then why you panic?